sound bar down on in Moscow.
That's the one in Moscow you're talking about.
Go to going to Pullman. It's actually in Washington State. You get out of the car. Okay. And then I used that barn, and this multi pickup was in my backyard over in Yonge. I never did paint it before. So I put that two together.
So that wasn't actually there. You didn't drive it there. You put it in your mind's eye. Yeah. What year truck is that?
It's a 1927 Model T pickup.
That's in your yard?
No, it wasn't my yard. Over by Yonge.
Oh, by Yonge. Okay.
I collect this stuff up, and then when I find a situation, I put them in it.
So when you're driving by landscapes, are you just putting thinking about all the stuff you got and just putting it in spots along the way? What makes a landscape? Is it like
excuse me.
Does it have to have something, or does the landscape just
no,
check out?
I look for these. When I find something like this, when I find something like that, take a picture of it because they're disappearing. Anything that's vanishing, take a picture of it. And then it's a similar situation like that. Then I put the pickup, the truck in, and make a story out of it.
But it's all
This one here is a little Malay sitting down in Borrego, and it's right after a spring rain on the desert. That's why the water is sitting on the ground.
So that one was there. That was, you painted that as you saw.
Yeah.
Did you go out, you paint on site, or do you just take it back?
Very rarely do I paint on site. You can't get a good quality painting. I can paint on site, and I have. But I prefer just to go to the studio and do a studio painting.
So you just remember it then?
Yeah.
Lock it in.
So this one here was Del Monroe, and I'd never been there. That was an original cabin. And these two cars belonged to the boys who were raised there. And he brought him in here. He says, "Can you do my cabin and our two cars when I was a kid?"
Yeah.
Okay. So I did. Bought it. And this one here was it's an old 38 Packard, Pontiac. And that was in Texas when I found it. So I stuck it up here in the landscape here. There's a bullet holes in it and stuff. And you know Dan Rude, the lawyer down here?
I know him by name. I know the name of him.
He's the one that bought it.
Yeah.
And this one here is a pickup, 46 Chevy pickup. And the gal down here at the Safeway, Sally, you know Sally? She told me about her husband had their store in his pickup. She says, "I'd like to have a painting of the pickup." I said, "I'll do one for you." So I did a 46, and I put a local background in it, and she just went crazy with it.
So do you custom order then? I remember that story you were telling me about that guy said one a day, $50 a pop when how you started out.
Well, I just doing what I wanted to.
Yeah. So like something like that, do you custom order? What if I said today I want?
She wants it, and I can find the materials to do it.
Yeah.
But it just depends. You can always work it out. I'm not sure, but I can do it. I'll come up with something. If they need me a freehand, the worst thing you do is turn ours what the fuck. I tell a reporter what to do.
Yeah, like write this story or paint that. No, I could see that. I could see that. So give me some price ranges.
This one here is 600.
That's 600.
This one's 200.
That's 200.
This is 4.
All originals. You just do it once, right?
Yeah. Just do it once.
And then when it's gone, or when it's being sold, you take photos of it?
Yeah, I like to take photos of it, keep a record.
Yeah.
I've done almost 2,000 paintings.
So what do you want at this time around? So, yeah. What do you want this time around with this? You have 8 pieces right now done? Since this is your Coeur d'Alene comeback, I call it?
Yeah, it's about 8 to 10 pieces. I can't remember exactly. But it's starting to come on strong now. So the house I'm going to work on is 4 by 5 feet, but that's going to go in a big show at the end of the year. I could get up to $35,000 for it.
What do you mean a house? What do you mean?
At the house, I got this huge canvas. There's nothing on it. We're going to go over there and talk, right? You can see the canvas. And it's the auction that Dennis goes to, cars and stuff. They have an auction there, and one of the ladies that's involved in it comes in here. And they used to live in Santa Fe. They knew about me down there. She said, "We want you to be in this big auction next year. I want to get you in there." Well, movie star auction. I don't know who they are. Right? But it's for raising money for children. And they take 10% or 15% of the price of the painting, and they'll auction them up. You do a big one, they'll auction up for $35,000. Count me in, I'll do it. Someone out and bought me a canvas.
It's coming on strong. So what was it like those 7 years? It was a 7-year hiatus, kind of, right?
15.
15-year hiatus, but in Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene, I've been here since 01. Yeah.
So you have the painting? No. Like really strong?
Well, I've done 1 or 2 paintings, you know, but I didn't paint because I take care of my grandson.
Yeah.
But now he's 15 years old.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was trying to get an article from the newspaper down here, and he didn't want to talk to me.
I tell you. Yeah. So 15 years, so where was it? Was it always there, the 15 years in your gut, and you had to ignore it because you had those responsibilities, or is it now you've really put it away, now it's coming back? Well, I can read it. What is
well,
it?
It's a need.
But was it there, though, 15 years?
No, because they're suppressed because of my grandson. You know, I just couldn't do it. I tried. I just couldn't get it out. Nothing would come out.
When did it start really busting out? When did it come back? When was that?
Okay, you're not going to believe this story. I have a granddaughter who's 5 years old. Her name's Lily. And she's 35 years old. And she colors. Teach her how to color. She's coloring and stuff. I said, you're not staying in the line. She says, no fun in the line. You can't stay in the line. So I got to thinking about it. Well, so I started painting. Here about 2-3 months ago, I started painting. And all of a sudden, I said, just go back to being yourself. Just go back to being yourself. And I did. And I got lily eyes, and that's what I've been painting. And it's coming right out.
Lily eyes? Is that what you call it? That's neat. That's neat. She's 5.
5 years old.
So where does this go from?